everyone to the second episode of Healthy Cooking with Chef Brad Latchman. Brad, how was your week? How was Easter?
It was quiet. It was quiet. Somewhat quiet.
Somewhat quiet. You still had time with family, which is pretty good. Now, the last time I had you on the show, we spoke really briefly about your culinary background, but I didn't get to ask you what your very first recipe was. What was that, and how did it turn out?
I think my first recipe was a chocolate cake,
Uh-huh.
and it flopped.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it flopped. It was dense. It sank in the middle. Yeah, it was a disaster.
And did you think that you were going to win on that recipe or not?
Sorry?
Did you think you were going to win on that recipe? It was going to work out for the first one?
Yeah, my hopes was high.
Okay, so lesson learned for us all. Even chefs have their moments, huh?
Yeah, they do. Sorry?
Can you hear me? I hear you're also a cricket player.
Oh yes, yes.
Tell
I've
us
been
about that.
playing cricket. I've been playing cricket since I was 17, actually 15 in school. And then I play for two teams now, Sicilians Cricket Club and the Savage Limers Cricket Club. And yeah, we still play cricket, not internationally at a professional level, but locally we still play.
Okay, so talking about winning in cricket, you're definitely winning in the kitchen. What are you going to show us how to cook today?
All right, so today's recipe is very simple. It's crab cakes with a roasted bell pepper marmalade. It's very simple. It's ingredients that we have in our pantry and in the refrigerator. But instead of using crab, which I don't have, we could go with tuna. Right here in this bowl. Could we get the shot in the bowl, please? This is salmon that I had bought in the tin, in the can.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And it's very simple. The recipe, although the name sounds complicated, the ingredients are very simple and it's very easy to use.
Okay, so something that we can all do whilst in quarantine or in isolation.
Yeah, this can go for an appetizer, a main course, a snack even. It's very versatile.
Okay, brilliant. Let's start.
All right, so could we get a shot of the ingredients here? I'm gonna explain everything as we go along, yeah?
Correct.
So we have the salmon that I chose. This is 1 pound, 4 ounces of pink salmon. This is very healthy for you. This is it's high in protein. It's filled with omega-3. It's very extremely healthy. All right, you could use tuna, like I said. You could use the crab, any type of fish. All right. Also, if you're vegetarian, you could substitute this for beans. So if you have bought cans of beans in the grocery store, you can substitute the exact poundage for those beans, crush it up, and there you go. All right. And here we have some pink Himalayan salt. This is also healthy for you. This is low in sodium. The reason why you get this pink color is from iron oxide. That's why you get the pink color. It's very nice. It's very healthy for you also. We have some ground black pepper. In the recipe card, you will see 1 egg beaten. All right, and you will see oats. Usually, you would use breadcrumbs, but since this is a healthy recipe, I substituted the breadcrumbs for oats. We have some crushed red peppers here. We have some fat-free mayo. We also have some Dijon mustard, some capers. This is onions that I've gone ahead and sauteed. And we have some lime wedges, fresh herbs, some chives, and some in our country we call it shadow benny. You can substitute this for parsley, or you can substitute it for cilantro, whatever available at the fresh produce store. We have some lime wedges, and we have roasted bell peppers. Now I've already roasted them, peeled them, took off the seeds, and I diced one of them. Right? So I'm going to dice the other one. Going to make the marmalade first, and then we get to the pink salmon.
Okay, just saying hello to a good few people who's joined us here, Brad. Shout out to Shivs, who, by the way, has complimented you on your beard.
Thank you.
Nigel, who's joined. Thanks for joining us, everyone. A good few people who's come on board this morning to watch another great recipe of yours.
All right, thank you very much. So I'm gonna get started on the marmalade. We're gonna 10 minutes or until I've finished set off these crab cakes or salmon cakes. All right. Can I get a blow?
Okay. And whilst Brad is doing that, just a quick reminder that we're going to have this recipe up for you on both Brad's Instagram account as well as mine. And just a note that we've also got a YouTube channel. The first episode of Brad's is on my YouTube channel, link in my Instagram bio. Feel free to check it out. Okay, we can watch Brad working there. So that's the bell peppers.
Yeah. So you just want medium dice.
Now, Brad, how long does this recipe take to make?
It will probably take about 25 minutes from the making of the marmalade to the said salmon cakes.
So it's still pretty easy for us to do at home then.
Yeah, it's pretty basic.
Mm-hmm.
You can use, now the point about these salmon cakes is you have salmon or you have whatever protein of your choice, and all you're doing is just seasoning it up and just adding binding agents, which will be the eggs and the oats.
Okay,
Yeah?
brilliant. And great color there.
Yes, it's excellent color. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, beautiful.
All right, so all I'm going to do now is chop some fresh herbs.
Now, for those of us who aren't chefs, that seems like a pretty quick technique with the knife there, but I suppose we just go at our pace, right?
Yes. You don't want to cut our hands, right? Our fingers?
Yeah, correct.
All right, nice.
Please keep your comments and questions coming throughout the show. I'll let Brad know about them as we go. Thanks for joining. Diff strain. Okay,
I love putting herbs in all my recipes, and everything that I cook is very healthy, very delicious.
I've got someone watching from England. Tell us where you're watching from. It will be great for you to let Brad know. And just another reminder that any comments and questions or recipes that you want him to demonstrate for you for this Tuesday 4 p.m. segment, please go ahead and send us your comments in the chat or to both Brad as well as my Instagram accounts. All comments and questions are well appreciated.
Now this marmalade is very, very, very easy to make. The longest thing here to make is to roast the bell peppers. I'm just gonna add some to here. All right, we could probably put this in this bowl right here. Color is amazing.
It is. It absolutely is.
All right, we're gonna add some capers here. Capers has a very salty taste to it. It's very crunchy as well. All right, and we could add some sauteed onions. All right, now we mix that up.
That right there is a pretty good bowl for a salad as well, I suppose, if you wanted to just have that.
Oh yes, color combination here is phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
All right, a little bit of black pepper, a little bit of salt. All right, and that's it. So now we put this in the fridge for about 30 minutes.
Welcome to a few more people who's joined us. Great to have you. You're watching Healthy Cooking with Chef Brad Latchman. This is our second episode with him, and today he's making salmon fish cakes for us with a roasted bell pepper marmalade.
I'm just gonna chop some more herbs here. All right, so can I get 2 gloves, please?
So just a reminder that next week Brad will be back with us for another episode of his Healthy Cooking, and he's got a great recipe. I looked at it very briefly. I think we chatted about this over the weekend as well, Brad, about the upcoming recipe. So be sure to join us. You don't want to miss it. It's another great recipe from Brad, all healthy for you.
I love to make. Well, I'm not gonna give it away as yet, but I love to make it.
Yes, absolutely.
It's
easy too. Yeah, it's easy.
Easy. Yeah.
Correct.
All right, so we're gonna make the salmon cakes. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna squeeze these get some juice out of these limes.
So this is the fun bit.
Oh yeah. All right. We're gonna add some salt. Some pepper. We're gonna add our egg. This is just 1 egg beaten, yeah? All right, we're gonna add this is 2 ounces of oats that I've grounded. All right, we're gonna add in our onions.
Welcome to a few more people who's joined. Thanks for joining. I think I've got a son. Tell me where you're from. Melissa, welcome. Thanks for watching. You're watching Chef Brad Latchman on Healthy Cooking.
All right, we're gonna add in our herbs, some chives, some shado beni. All right, on the recipe card, there's going to be 1 teaspoon of Tabasco sauce. If you don't have Tabasco sauce, you can use habanero. You can use any hot sauce of your liking. Today I chose crushed red pepper, so I'm going to sprinkle a few of these for some heat.
Now, for those of us who don't enjoy heat, what's the alternative? Just leave it out?
You can leave it out. You can use a milder heat pepper like jalapeno, pimento pepper. It's much milder. All right. To this, I'm going to add a couple tablespoons of Dijon mustard.
Welcome, Brandon, who's just joined us. Someone's joining us from Diego in Trinidad. Welcome.
Welcome all. All
The
right,
recipe
and
card.
then we
Oh,
will
go
go
ahead.
in with our fat-free mayo. Just a couple of tablespoons of some mayo.
Okay, question from a viewer. Can you give us the name of your recipe again?
All right, so this is crab cakes with a roasted bell pepper marmalade. Instead of using crab, I had salmon, pink salmon. You can use any protein as you desire. I mean, we're under quarantine, so use what you have in your pantry, use what you have in your freezer or your refrigerator. Yeah? Could I have two? Can I have your gloves, please?
So pantry-friendly recipes for us.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic. Now, why did you create this recipe, Brad?
I made, actually, when I was in school, studying for my degree, I actually made this recipe in school. Just change around a few ingredients, played around with it, and you know, it's one of my healthy meals.
So
So I
you
actually
take,
did this in school a couple of years ago, actually.
right, fantastic. So taking something traditional and putting your own signature on it.
Exactly.
Fantastic.
Right. So all we're gonna do here now is we're just gonna fold in all the ingredients together.
Welcome to the others, female people who's joined. Nice to have you, Kevin and Rebo. Thanks for joining. So just a reminder that the recipe card will be on both our Instagram accounts, and do send Brad all of your questions and comments, as well as any recipes you would like for him to show you how to make on the segment of his show. He'll certainly be glad to receive them.
Oh yes, definitely. All right, and that is ready to go.
Fantastic.
All right, so what I'm going to do here now is I've already preheated the pan. All right, it's gonna go on a medium to low heat.
So we've got a question here from Kevin. What's the menu? Okay, yeah. So Brad, you want to shout out the name of the recipe again?
All right, so Kevin, this is crab cakes with roasted bell pepper marmalade, right? We've already made the marmalade. It's in the refrigerator chilling. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna set off these cakes. All right, we're gonna do it a little bite size, about 2 inches. All right. We're gonna make it for appetizers, yeah.
Fantastic.
Right. So what we're gonna do now is gonna add some olive oil to this pan, non-stick pan. If you have one, you could use. If you don't have one, you can probably use uh, uh, um, non-stick spray.
Welcome Nadia, who's joined. Great to have you.
All right, it's gonna take some in our hands like this.
Now you make that look very easy. Did that take practice for you, or it's just something that we can all do?
It's something that we can all do. It's very easy. All right, and then we're gonna lay it down in the oil. All right, we're just gonna let that sear off, get a nice color. I always say no color, no flavor.
And how much of oil is in that pan?
It's about 15 milliliters or a tablespoon.
Okay.
All right, so you just want to cook these about a minute, 2 minutes on one side.
So the cooking time is pretty quick as well.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Fantastic. And I suppose whilst we're all in quarantine, it's something that we can whip up pretty quickly with the family or just for ourselves as well.
But yeah, you can get the family involved in this as
Great
well.
idea. That's looking really good. So any questions or comments, please put them in the chat box and I'll shout them out to Brad as I see them. Shout out to Candy who's joined us. Thanks for joining, Candy. And Karishma, thanks for coming along. So you're watching Chef Brad Latchman on Healthy Cooking, and this is his second episode with us. And the great news is we get to have him back for next week with another great recipe. The answer to Tasha's question is yes, Brad does have a cameraman with him.
Oh yeah, shout out to my cameraman. It's my brother, Jonathan. Did a marvelous job and continue doing a marvelous job.
Thanks, Jonathan. Really do appreciate it. The cameraman does make it work, doesn't it, Brad?
Oh yeah, definitely. It makes my job easier.
Yes, definitely. So he's got a new job on his resume there.
Sorry?
He's got a new job on his resume.
Yeah. I'll consider paying him.
In kind, brotherly kindness.
He knows I'm joking.
Tasha says, great job, it's working really well. Now just shout out to Tasha Powell, who's actually a chef as well and who trained in France. Thanks for joining us, Tash, and we're looking forward to having you on our segment next Saturday. This is just a very quick advert going on for Tasha Powell there. You can find her on my Instagram as well, and on her IG account has come up. Great chef, and she's got something awesome to make for us as well.
Excellent. So you really want a nice crust on the outside, yeah? Smelling here is incredible.
Fantastic. Shout out to Curious Cuisine from Trinidad who's joined as well. That's looking really great, Brad.
Oh, it is. Definitely.
And you get the benefits of the smell. This is all virtual for us, so tell us,
yeah.
what does that smell like? Heaven.
Oh, it's smell of the sea. Yeah, you got those flavors of the fresh herbs.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so you get that mustard. Yeah, it's really nice. The onions.
So whilst we're waiting for that to fry off, just a quick reminder that Chef Brad will be back with us next Tuesday. And if you want to see more of Brad on the show, please do give us your comments, leave your questions, leave recipe ideas for him to look into. He's busily creating recipes right now as we're all in quarantine, and he's got a good few ideas that he's come up with. So feel free to let us know what you're thinking. We'd appreciate all of the feedback.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I literally have nothing to do but create recipes right now. So
it's a blessing in disguise, yeah.
Yes, it is.
So what are you doing right now, by the way, in your quarantine time?
Sorry?
What are you doing with your quarantine time?
Oh, I've been spending it with family. Well, like I said, creating new recipes.
And what does that creation look like? How does an idea come to you?
Inspiration. My own, like, whatever I feel, however I'm feeling at the moment, and that's how I cook. I cook with feeling. So I used to work in a restaurant a couple years ago, in an Italian restaurant, and they used to always say their secret ingredient is love, and I adapted that into my cooking. So my secret ingredient, I always cook with love.
Fantastic. Sounds good to me. Sounds like a recipe for success.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Wow.
Now you can head on over to my Instagram account if you want to see the last video that Brad's done on pan-seared chicken with a raspberry sauce. That was just fabulous, and it's on my Instagram account, the link. So do feel free to go ahead and share that with your friends and families. We really want to support chefs like Brad, who are just doing a phenomenal job and are creating healthy recipes for us. Someone's just giving Jonathan a compliment there on his camera skills. Thanks, Jonathan. And shout out to Kiran, who's just joined us as well. Yeah, great forming. Welcome to those who's just joined as well. We've got 5-Set Cuts. We've got Redo. Thanks for joining, everyone. You're watching Chef Brad Latchman on Healthy Cooking. This is our Tuesday segment.
All right, now instead of olive oil, you can use a different healthier oil with less fats. You can use flaxseed oil. You can use grapeseed oil. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this is almost done. I think it probably took about 2 minutes on one side, 2.5 minutes on one side before you flip. You need a nice color like.
So now it's just plating, or would it be the marmalade sauce that we make?
I'm gonna play this up for you guys.
Nelly is saying, looks amazing, Brad.
It smells delicious. All right, and then we're gonna add our marmalade on top.
Now, just a reminder for those who've joined, how did you make that marmalade?
All right, so what I did was roasted some bell peppers. I used two different colors, red and yellow. I took off the seed. Sorry, I took off the skin and I de-seeded it. All right, and then I diced it up. I use sauteed onions, some fresh herbs. You can use chives, shadow benny, parsley, um, salt and black pepper, and some capers, and that's it.
Fantastic. Very easy to make during quarantine. I've got a comment here. Very organized dish.
Thank you very much. All right, and there you have it. Salmon cake with roasted bell pepper marmalade.
And just for those who are asking the question, what's the nutritional benefits for this dish?
All right, so this size is about 2 inches, so it's about 175 calories. It's very high in protein, low in carbs, and definitely low in fats.
Okay, fantastic. Well, that was a marvelous recipe there for us. Very quick and easy with Chef Brad Latchman on healthy cooking. Salmon cakes with roasted bell peppers, marmalade, and done in about 20 minutes altogether. So fantastic. Another great recipe from yourself, Brad.
Thank you very much.
Now, we're looking forward to having you back on the show, same time, same place next week with a very easy, incredibly healthy recipe. Any teasers into what you're going to show us next week? Anything you want to tell us?
I think I want to leave it as a surprise.
Okay, then we'll certainly be back for the surprise Tuesday, 4 p.m. AST EDT with Chef Brad Latchman. Thanks so much, Chef. Really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.